Today's chapter is very important because it shows the purpose of the importance in everything, but also the main reason on why people struggle to believe. As the title suggests, it is all for him. We kind of talked about this yesterday in a sense that we are living for the sake of the one and only, the big dog in the sky. But, oh, I should have been there. But where oh my god. Where this existence comes from isn't supposed to be something you want to believe in or want to do. That's a goal. Because how it really works is you're not really doing this because he asked and because, you know, like God is greedy or whatever. It's a thing because he's the whole reason why you're alive in the first place. He's asking you to, you know, show his love or show his love to people and to him because he wouldn't be here without him. Oh no. The issue people have is the level of trying to fulfill their life before, you know, they die. But like I said yesterday, and like how they mentioned yesterday, it's not about what you do in this life, because at the end of the day, this life isn't, while it is only one, it's technically still preparation for the much bigger thing, which is eternity. Now, oh my god, what a pretty goal installation. Sorry. Now, the problem I've noticed, this is coming from just a human standpoint, no Christian bias or anything. The problem I see with Christianity trying to get people to, you know, be a believer and you know, worship God more, the problem they fall into, it's almost like a trap they don't even realize they put people in, unless they do realize it, and that's pretty bad, and that's not what they should be doing. But most of the time, it almost feels like you're getting guilt tripped to like Christ. I can be on your guys' side with this one. A lot of people hate just religion talk and stuff like that, and just talking about, you know, anything religious. But that does not come down to religion being annoying or we don't want to listen to it. It's more the fact that it comes from the it comes from the people promoting it mostly just sound like they're guilt tripping. It's like, well, if you're not a believer, then you're a terrible human and you should lock in right now. No, that's not how that should work at all. And that's usually how it comes off as most of the time, which is the main issue why people don't really want to get into it. So I can definitely see that, because like this chapter kind of showed that, and I was kind of annoyed when that started happening because, oh, again, dude, oh my god, well, that time wasn't my fault because he's going for the bump. But yeah, that's just kind of like, that's the one thing that I cannot stand when it comes to it. I'm going to be a Christian most likely my whole life, but just that's the one issue I see with honestly any religion. It's not just Christianity, but that's like where each one does struggle to find their followers, is because they're heavily guilt tripping a lot, and it's just like, dude, I'm trying to get into the stuff, and then all of a sudden you're just like, you're calling me self-entitled, and you should be worshiping God instead of, you know, thinking about yourself sometimes. Which is, while it's true, yes, you should really be thinking about God more than anything else. At the same time, it's like, I get it. Don't tell me I'm self-entitled. Don't call me all these things and say I'm doing it wrong because I think about myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's not wrong, but it just comes off. I think the problem is it's not wrong at the end of the day, but it's such a strong thing that most people won't comprehend at first, nor really want to think about it, because most of the time these days, people will just assume, like, hey, that was kind of rude. I don't like this person anymore. No matter what they do to change themselves, they're not going to be a good person anymore. You know what I mean? No, there's no room for change in this day and age. In modern humanity, that the space for change in someone's mind about somebody else is very strong. People struggle to really switch their opinions these days. So, like, it's much harder to convert somebody or to talk about something like this to somebody, because no one wants to believe or wants to really balance their opinion with someone else's opinion. It's usually just their first impression is going to stay that first impression for a while. Now, I didn't really start this series to convert anybody. I just wanted to read a book and talk about the book, and it just so happened to be about Christ. I had no idea what this book was about. I'm so serious. It was just called The Purpose-Driven Life, and I thought this would have showed me a little bit more purpose in my life, because I was kind of struggling to find that. Now, am I finding myself a bit more found in this world? Do I seem a little bit less lost? Absolutely. This book is definitely helping me. The only problem is it's a Christianity type of thing, and for what my community is and who I've built myself to be on the internet, this is not like for my audience at the slightest. But at the end of the day, I never read this to perform good on YouTube. I never read this book to have my metrics peaking. I'm doing this for the sake of myself, because I genuinely need something like this when it comes to just my mental health. It has been helping greatly. I've been missing days that I should really not be missing, but it is still helping me. I'm still struggling to pipe down on things I shouldn't be doing, but oh my god, I'm so lucky. But at the end of the day, it is helping. I'm not even 25% done with the book, so I still have time to let it like grow on me. But for now, it's from what I'm seeing, it is a conversion book. It is trying to teach me to convert. Oh, damn it. I didn't realize the goal was so big. The main purpose of this book is to show the purpose of your life. The only problem is it's something hard that people don't want to comprehend or understand because they don't want to. Because they want to do what they want to do in their lives, which means they don't really want to focus on religion and God. They want to just have fun and please themselves for the sake of it being their only life, so they want to have fun with the only life they can have. But the problem they don't realize is the real thing you should be doing is not focusing on this life, but your next life. If that makes sense. That's kind of what this chapter wanted to get off at. It was just kind of like explaining that, once again, you're in the wrong for thinking about yourself more than you should be. I'm screwed here. He's giving the worst ball ever, and he's telling me to take the shot. There's nothing I can do there. You know what? Not worth it. Not worth it. Ugh. Okay. But that's the point I wanted to get across. I should have won that game, bro. Was I just out of it? I was definitely out of it. I might actually play another one after this. You know what? I'm going to do it. And of course, would you look at that?